Okay, so just another build. So this one would be my STG. But this one is again around the sneaky thing. It's not fully sneaky, but it's not like the one that I would use for full range as well. But I've started to try and work out like how to uh, make the negatives balanced with the positives. So just a quick run through that just to explain. So I have the Mercury Silencer purely because it gives me the 100% concealment. So fire rate is important, and you can see that. So the cons are accuracy and sprint to fire time, but I want that extra fire rate. Um, so I don't know how far you've got unlocked, but at the very bottom of the optics, there's actually these two iron sights, and these actually come with a pro of aim down sight speed. So I'm literally just putting these on purely because I want that to get rid of the negative of the uh, the accuracy, or there's another one that affects the aim down sight. So that is why I have that on. So it's this one, yeah. So this one comes with loads of pros. So it's good recoil, good accuracy, and it counters a lot of the good pros, but the movement speed and the aim down sight is a bit harsh. Like it's it's kind of manageable. So already by putting the iron sight on as the optic, there's -2 aim down sight, so I'm already down to -1. I've heard that this doesn't actually work properly now since they've changed it, but I'm going to keep it on anyway. Flinch is important in this one, so technically while you're shooting, if someone hits you, your gun won't bounce as much, so I might give this a try if I'm not finding that I get anything out here. But again, I'm only going through this so you can get my thoughts. Extra ammo, the fabric grip then gives me the aim down sight speed, so I'm back to starting point with that. I get my sprint to fire speed back, and I get the hip fire recoil. It just means that I'm down to 2 accuracy, but on this one there's +3, so I'm already up 1 on my accuracy as well, so that's not a big problem. This one is another one that if using this magazine makes my damage 41, so it just makes sense to stick this on for the extra damage. It affects my fire rate, but the second attachment I have increases my fire rate, so it's still better than the base version. Um, Again, I think hollow point are good, but I don't want to lose that damage range this time, so I'd stick with lengthened. If you find staying off the map is really helping you out, then just change to subsonic. Yep, it definitely is going to lessen the damage of the weapon, but then if people are finding you and you're getting the extra shots off, it might just suit you a lot better anyway. But I'm going to stick with lengthen for the time being. And then this one has aimed outside sprint. I think I've already gone through that. So there's a lot of pros on that. So by trying to balance my attachments there to counter the negatives, the weapon should be now better in every way than the base. Because wherever there's been a negative, I've tried to find an attachment that kind of counters it. So that's what I came up with. I wouldn't use this for like if I'm going to sit back and taking long shots across the map. It'd be kind of more of a mid-range kind of version of the STG. But again, I just think it's going to be a good version of the STG. And the other thing I didn't go through last time is so these are pretty much the perks I'm using. So I'd really recommend Ghost. I think Ninja's good because you get silent footprints, but I feel like with this game, like when I was on about the kill streaks, there's so many things that ping you on the map in this game. Like there's the intel, there's the spy planes, there's the mic. So for me, I think Ghost is stronger because it's not just your feet; it's literally you stay off the map. Um, this one I think is probably my favourite, but it absolutely depends on you reading the minimap. The minimap is got so much good information on it, but if you're not going to use the minimap, then this becomes pretty much redundant. But what it does is when someone dies on the other team, it puts like a square box on the map and tells you exactly where they've respawned back into the game. It's good because spawns are well, I'm finding the spawns harder to predict this time with it being squad spawns. But it gives you an advantage because they're just literally put in the fight. They're not set up. They don't have the good positions. They've just got killed. So it gives you two things. One, individually, you know where they are. But if they because of squad spawns, if that's where they're spawning, chances are they've been put near the rest of their team. So you'll know if the spawns have been flipped or where the majority of spawns are going to have been, which means you have a good idea where the majority of people on the map is. And like that's amazing information when you try to work out should you push, should you not push, should you get set up for a pre-aim. Um, so I think if you can get into the habit of even stopping, reading the map, and then making your decisions, you probably find it a lot easier. But there's a lot of this stuff is definitely what's happening when it's like, but you know, knew where you were. It's because of all these perks and kill streaks and stuff. This one's kind of interesting. I still like to move around the map pretty quickly, so I keep lightweight on because I don't want to feel slow and I need to kind of get across an open area or something. Now, Scavenger is also awesome, but for me, I feel like I get killed enough that I'll replenish my ammo when I die. So hopefully, when I know the maps a little bit better and get better at the game, I'll probably switch up to Scavenger so I can keep moving and picking up ammo. But right now, because I don't and I get killed a lot, I just feel like lightweight is the way to go. But again, that's preference as well. But yeah, that's it for that one.